Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to The Art Will Not Be Changing, the Fugitive Poems show. And tonight is a very, very special night. Tonight we are celebrating the launch of Blood Valkyrie in Vegas, our latest comic. It is wild, it is insane, and it's going to be an absolute ton of fun. So we've got some great guests here. And I'm excited. We got some cool people that are going to sign on with us tonight. And excuse me 1 second. I got more people coming on. I'm sending them the link. There we go. So we are going to have a lot of fun celebrating. We did our Kickstarter. I'm going to share it with you so you can see what we've got. We are at 50% funded, which I'm really excited about. And here it is. Oh, we just hit it. As we signed on, we went to 750, which is exactly halfway there. I am so psyched about that. So we've got 28 backers so far. We're at 750, and this is exciting. So let's see who we've got on with us today. First, I am going to bring to the stage Brandon Blocksdorf. Brandon, how are you?
Hello, dude. I'm so hyped. I'm first.
Dude, I thank you for joining in.
Of course. Thanks for having me. I appreciate the invite. It's always a blast and pleasure. We've been talking since my pre-comic book making days when Apollo was just a podcast, and now look at us making comics and whatnot.
Yeah, and we were talking about doing anthologies, and I'll never forget. You said to me, "I'm so amazed that you guys have been putting out so many in so little time." And then you exploded. Oh my gosh, you put out so many in such a short time. Your last campaign, very cool.
Got the comments over here. Yeah, thank you, Cats.
Your last campaign was actually 2 books. So that was great. So we're going to talk a little bit about what you got going on. And we're going to add to the stage Dan Price. Dan, how are you?
Oh, Brandon, where you been all my life, dude? I haven't seen you forever. I was seriously on the line with him just about an hour ago. So,
is that right?
Oh, yeah. How you doing, Christian? How you doing, bud?
You're wearing the T-shirt from my all-time favorite band, my number one.
Oh, the greatest
band. Absolutely.
I like Brandon's shirt too, though.
Yeah,
it's a good shirt.
No, we got some cool stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's good to be here, man. Congratulations on hitting the halfway mark already. That's fantastic.
Oh, so it's so funny. As I shared the screen, we hit 750 on the dot, which was awesome. Yeah, this book is about a young lady who gets invited, a Vegas showgirl, who gets invited to a highfalutin penthouse party from the guy that owns the casino that she performs in. And what she doesn't know is that he's one of Satan's lieutenants. And she gets to the party, and the party goes a little wrong, and then very wrong. And she's suddenly in a demonic blood orgy trying to survive.
Shit.
And it just goes from there. The Blood Valkyrie shows up. This is gory. It's bloody. It's sexy. And Alex Zapata is the artist, and he couldn't join us tonight. But
he's so good.
You know Alex?
Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know him, but I know his work. Casey shows me his stuff constantly, and Alex is great. He's a jammer.
Yeah. Well, this is
great
a full jammer project. I wrote it. Alex Zapata drew it. Tom Minot lettered it, and Doug Wood flattered it. This is
How
100%
cool is that?
hammer. And James Lines did the crazy ass cover. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James Lines. Hello, James.
Hello, guys.
No.
Hello.
How's it going?
Dan, I think we meet at
We met
Baltimore.
at Baltimore.
Baltimore Comic Con
Again.
and Apollo. I was on your show, right?
Yeah. We've crossed paths,
Unbelievable.
virtually at least a couple of
I am
times.
surprised that I recalled all that.
It's one of those things. This moment right here reminds you that how small this community really is. That we've either crossed paths virtually or met face to face. All of us in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
And I think, I don't know if I'm mistaken. Maybe I might be a little mistaken. I don't know. Did I interview you and Apollo as well, Dan? I did, right? We did Bigfoot Knows Karate.
Yeah, we did that with the other
way back
Brandon.
then. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
And so this is all this is just the Apollo podcast group too, which is insane. And that's hard to come by sometimes. It trips me out when it's a group that's evolved. That means we've been talking to each other for at least 3 to 5 years at that point.
So
Yeah.
when James and I started this, and then Mark Capitelli joined, and here he is right now in a dark hallway in Stranger Things or something. When we started this, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I didn't know that there was this crazy indie community, and I just started going through Twitter back then and looking for people making comics. You know, you go looking for your people, right? And then we met my buddy Evan Knapp actually connected me with Doug Wood, and Doug Wood became a mentor to us and really got us involved, and he hooked us up with the Comic Jam, and I'm hoping Casey will join us tonight too. I actually had the pleasure of having met Dan in person before his partner Casey met him, which I'm very psyched about.
Casey's the best, man.
Yeah.
He's the absolute best.
Yeah. But this community is, and Casey running the Comic Jam, truly inspirational, positivity, all good vibes. He makes sure that Discord is just a place of pleasure and sharing and generosity and creativity. And so suddenly we found this community, and we've really, it's been cool because through our anthologies, we've been able to help a lot of the people that we met get their stuff out there, and they've helped us get our stuff out there. It really has been tremendous. Mark, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Welcome to the celebration.
Is it time to get the bloodbath yet, or what are we?
Well, we're going to sacrifice a virgin. It's going to be me. Wait, no. It's, I don't know if you saw, Mark, as I shared the campaign for Bigfoot, not for Bigfoot Knows Karate. I'm stealing your IP. For Blood Valkyrie in Vegas, we hit it changed in front of us and hit the 750 mark. So we're exactly at 50% funded, which is
and they say there's no more good taste out there.
So Brandon, Dan,
rip out a spine or two and you get your funding, folks.
That's right. Hey, I want to raise a toast to this launch party and to you two being here. Cheers, and thank you for joining us.
And gentlemen, take it out.
There we go.
Fantastic.
So let's start with Brandon. Brandon, you are just spinning out products like nobody's business. Everyone is high quality. The books are great. They're so much fun. I have a great time with everyone. Tell us what you're working on right now.
Dude, so much. I can't even think about it. It's insane. So Apollo's been doing great. We're actually slowing down for a minute, to be honest, which is beautiful. Because as you know, my day job is working for Comics Wellspring, and Comics Wellspring, we're putting out a book, which is insane. I think it'll let me drop this link here. Maybe the comment has failed to post. Oh well, go to kickstarter.com and type in panels. the Comic Book Creators Guidebook. If you type that in, it'll pop right up. It's the first Comics Wellspring book that we've put together. I'm working with our CEO, Dan Hills. I'm working with Jade Louder, a very also well-known comic book creator for It's a Horror Show. We just did a horror anthology with Apollo in February. But yeah, we're doing a book called Panels. It's a how-to, step-by-step book to teach people how to make comics, to encourage people to make comics, to help people refine their craft a little bit and approach things with a different mindset. And what's wonderful about this book is that it is meant for a younger audience. It's meant to encourage the next generation of
Wait,
comic book creators. What was that?
No blood pools?
No blood pools yet. That's coming up. We gotta we
Okay,
announce
so
it first.
kids. Hang in there, kids.
Yeah. We got to take off the product first and then we add, which is also true. We're actually going to be adding to the workbooks that are involved in here. And so it's really, really rad because it doesn't matter where you are in your comic book creating career. This is just a book to kind of help you look at making a creation, thinking about how to make a book differently, maybe get you through some angles that you might be stuck at. And we're launching May 1st, which is next week, next Thursday. It's going to be a month-long campaign. And we're really excited. We're offering things like supplies in there. We're doing blue line paper. We have trading cards we're working on right now, which are pretty rad. There's even a really cool tier that we call the family pack because you get 2 copies of each guidebook, workbook, and it's for the family. So, the backer is primarily us, comic book creators. We're going to rely on our community to, help this book find success. So one of the backings is you get 10% off your printing for 2 years as well. So the family pack has something for everybody to enjoy. And it's really cool. I'm really happy to have led so many Kickstarters with Apollo, which we actually have one currently live right now, and we'll talk about that in just 2 seconds. But to do that with my day job now, which is insane. But regarding Apollo, you get Hyperforce. 52 hours left, 50 hours left, I think.
Did I miss that one?
I don't know. You guys still have time to back it. You got 50 hours to check it out. Adam Matthew Smith, he's one of our wonderful, awesome, amazing writers. He is someone that he just takes the reins, and I have a creator on this team, and he's just so phenomenal, man. Like, he has such passion behind this project. He's been working on it for years. He has a beautiful creative team with Jay Red, who's done Incision, Bob Little, who's colored a lot of Apollo books and also did our variant for Cybersync, Max Flowers doing letters. But Hyperforce #2, if you search for it, it's probably Hyperforce issues 1 through 2. Yeah, we're close to the 50 backer mark, which we're going to try to announce something at 50 backers, and then maybe something if we hit 2K. So we got some hidden goodies looking up right now.
I did not know this was you.
Oh yeah, it's an Apollo book. It's insane.
I did not know that.
But we've been launching projects left and right, like you just said. In March, we just wrapped up the 1-week dual anthology campaign for Kick Out the Jams, a music anthology, and One Hitters, which I don't have yet. It's actually in the printer. But this is Hyperforce right here. There you go.
Oh my gosh.
So hyped.
Which printer do you use for that, Brandon?
There's a small printer up in Michigan called CWS Comics Wellspring, a little family-owned project. There's only like 7 of them, I heard. It's kind of wild, so I like to support that right.
That's awesome.
Oh, hey, there's a book called Teenage Babylon there you guys could look into. So hey, thank you so much. Adam is going to appreciate it. I appreciate it for supporting Apollo. You can check out the rest of Apollo's catalog at apollocitycomics.com. We have 17 books, like you were just saying. Less than 2 years. June is our 2-year anniversary, which will be crazy because we're almost at 20 publications in that time frame. And I just have a phenomenal team. I have a great group of creators. They're so wonderful. Every single one of them have such passion, and they're so professional, and they keep me in check. And we have so many cool things we're going to be launching this year, like kind of a UK line, sort of. We have some the creators overseas we're bringing to the States. Some of my projects are going to be coming out this year. And right now we have a lot of friends who are also running projects. Cross-Eye Comics, he's going to, Doug Knight, really good friend of ours. He did a story called Escapocalypse Now in the Punk Anthology. This dates back to our first book, but he's expanded that story. It's about a zombie-ridden world and a ska player and ska trumpet player. Like you don't get cooler. Ska and
Oh, that's
zombies,
awesome.
punk rock, cross-eyed
And that
comics.
was and that was in Now Come the Comics, right?
Yeah, it was an expansion out of that story. He just ran with it. That book has, I think, 12 days to go. Yep, 12 days. They got projects we love. I'm so proud of Doug and everything he's done. Such a good comrade. He gives everyone shout outs. He praises everybody in this room and this team. So definitely check him out as well. Cross-Eye Comics 2025. That's where you can find it.
You got to
Um,
answer a question though. You just brought up the $1 million question. What do you have to do, and how dirty is it to get projects we love? What is
Oh.
the secret, and who do I have to do it to?
So you should check out my conversation with Sam Cusack, the head of comics at Kickstarter. We just had last Sunday, I think it was. Yeah, we had an
was
awesome
good.
1 hour. Dan checked it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it a couple of days ago. It was really good.
We talk about projects we love. We talk about pretty much like anything Kickstarter related that's driving people crazy and really like thinking about stuff from NSFW to AI to how to get projects we love and what stops creators and whatnot sometimes. And it kind of makes sense. It's kind of shitty. It's kind of good. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird. I don't agree with a lot of the mindset because there's some positive things behind it, but essentially, like if you have like a superhero vibe, you're kind of out, is what it's kind of proven to me. You know what I mean? And that's a
Interesting.
big aspect. Yeah. Like that's because I look at all the Apollo books. I believe every Apollo book, unfortunately, except for Hyperforce, which is our one superhero based book, has gotten products we love.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You got to
But-
you got to shoot me the link to that interview. I missed that one.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'll email it to you. And anyone watching on the just search for Comics Wellspring here on YouTube. It's one of our most recent live videos. And you guys can
Okay.
catch that there. I have a couple more shout outs real fast. Reese Jenkins, Deuces Are Wild. Deuces as in DEUCESR, letter R, wild. Just want to make that clear because the letter
Got it.
R and it's just great friend of ours running a campaign for a book he made with his son. I'm so hyped for that and it's so cool.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Beautiful stuff.
On that,
man.
I did a cover for that book actually. So for Deuces Are Wild. So please go check that out.
Yeah. Dan Price, there's a Dan Price variant on that too. I think Dan and I are about to bleed into each other on my next
Dan's
shout out,
art.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, your art is so cool.
Oh, well,
I
thanks,
love
man.
what you've been doing with Bigfoot Knows Karate. I love all the stuff that you put out. Brandon, we'll pop back to you in a second. Let's am I cutting you off? I didn't know.
No. I think Dan and I was going to go into this thing where I was going to promote a bunch of Dan's projects that he's also involved with, like Crit and Bigfoot Knows Karate and the Celestial Knight versus Casper Porter. I had all those lined up, but Dan's also going to promote them, so it was good. We could both share a hype at the same time.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And folks, while you're watching this, remember to pop over. I should be a lot smoother at this. Share screen. There we go. Remember to pop over. Go to Kickstarter, type in Fugitive Poems. You'll see Blood Valkyrie in Vegas. This is a wild one-shot gore fest. Pure grindhouse.
Yeah.
This is the cover that James did. It is absolutely
So cool.
batshit insane. It's wild. Alex Zapata did the interiors. It's a story of a Vegas showgirl who goes to the wrong party. Turns out to be a demon blood orgy. And while she's trying to save her friend, over 100 demons are after her to eat her soul. And the blood
that's the
Valkyrie
panel.
shows.
That
I'm sorry?
bottom panel is what sold me. That one. Go up a little bit.
Right?
Yeah, that one. Once I saw that, I was like, I'm backing this.
Yeah.
I had to make that the Kickstarter image.
That's so good.
In a little while, I'll show the video. But Dan, so I know Casey from the Comic Jam, became real good friends with Casey. Casey starts working with Dan. They do Bigfoot Knows Karate. I back it because I'm Casey's friend. And then I get the fucking book. and it's so good. The concept is great. Dan's ideas are great, and really just a ton of fun. And then the 2 follow-ups are amazing. Hennigan blew me out of the water. Really just great stuff. So Dan, tell us what's going on with you.
Well, first of all, I want to just say what you did, that video you made when we did Inagon, it was amazing. We were taking your shirt off and shit, and there's other Bigfoot shirts under there and stuff. I'm like, dude, Christian DeMatteo is the coolest guy as well. And I love the way you say Inagon. You always say Hennigan. It's like, like Hennigan, it's like the Scotch in Seinfeld,
Yeah,
Hennigan's kids, so I love that. I just wanted to say, I'm not calling you out. I'm just saying I love it. So
I totally called me out.
No bullshit, dude. You're amazing. I love you, dude. No, anyway, things are good over in the land of Bigfoot Knows Karate, man. We're just doing our thing, Casey's incredible. We're getting Bigfoot Chapter 3, Hellhound on My Trail finished up right now. And so that's fantastic. And then is Christian frozen? No,
Nope.
he's just not moving. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we're getting that finished. But recently I jumped in with Drew Lenhart and Chris Saloff, and we've started up a company called Homebrewed Comics. And it's all of us, the guys, myself, Chris, Drew, and Dennis Valencia, we've been working not together, but we've all known each other for a while. Dennis has done covers for me. Those 3 have worked a little more closely together than I have, but they're all really good guys. And so we came together. Everybody's brought their different areas of expertise to build this new publishing label that we're working on. So it's pretty cool. I put a link in the private chat for you.
Dude, I was just going to ask you.
Yeah, I put a link in the private chat. And it's if you click on that, that'll take you over to our homepage, and you can see all 3 of the campaigns that we have coming up starting April 30th. And with the book Crit. Crit stands for Constantly Running Into Trouble. I'll wait until I'll let you get the website up. Well, but we've got the 3 campaigns coming up, and so it's really cool because like I said, we're all bringing our different areas of expertise. Drew has been working on the digital distribution, whereas
number 3, I love the rabbit on the cover. That's cool.
Oh, right on. I'm sorry, you're looking at the thing. Okay, I hadn't seen it yet. Okay, yeah, the rabbit. Oh, love the rabbit. I'll talk to you more about that in just a second.
The white rabbit.
Yeah, you gotta love the rabbit. So Crit, yeah, that's our first book coming out on April 30th. And Crit stands for Constantly Running Into Trouble. It's a comic book based on a homebrewed superhero D&D game that the artist and his friends have been playing for years. They record the sessions and turn them into stories for a comic book each session. And it's such a great story. It's kind of like The Other Guys meets The Other Guys. You ever seen the movie The Other Guys? It's an action adventure.
Love it.
Yeah, action adventure comedy. And it's so, it's so funny. And so that's what Crit reminds me of, basically, is that same kind of vibe. And all the characters are based on real people who play the game. Okay, so they're all playing their characters while they're playing the game. And it all translates over into the comic book itself. So Crit's a really neat concept. If you're a D&D player, you're going to get a lot of in-jokes. If you're not a D&D player like me, it's still hilarious. And it's a page turner. So definitely worth checking out, especially since there's a Baron Samedi in cat form, in the story. So you really can't go wrong with that. Yeah. And so if you click on that one, just underneath there's a pre-launch button. If you click on that, you can go over from homebrewedcomics.com. You can go over to the Crit campaign and check that out. There's scroll down, you'll see different covers and that sort of thing. And this new issue, issue 8, starts to bring in the story, the Arthurian legend, into the story. So this issue is called He Who Would Be King. And it starts off that. Yeah, it starts off that section of the story. So it should be a lot of fun. Go ahead.
Who did the cover?
Goodness gracious, there's several of them. I believe that's Robert Nix, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, there it
Oh
is.
no,
It's
Matthew
Matthew
Weldon.
Weldon.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
put you on the spot. I didn't realize.
Yeah,
you were
no
on
shit,
the spot.
man. What are you doing to me? So we've got this book coming up, and then May 14th is Bigfoot Knows Karate Chapter 3. So yeah, there's a link right from the Homebrewed page again. Let's see. Yeah, if you click on that, it will take you to the Bigfoot Knows Karate page. And so we've got really excited about this. It's chapter 3. It's actually our 4th book because we did do Inagon. But yeah, we've got some great covers there. My cover with the rabbit there is the regular edition cover. Then the one with Grisha, the guy with the tentacles, the regular and mechanical tentacles there. He is that is done by Louise Thomas, and that's our holofoil cover. And then the two down below are deluxe edition covers. One is going to be a virgin variant. Both of them are going to be, because they're so big, they're both going to be perfect bound. So square bound books.
Wow.
And yeah, because the story itself is 38 pages for the regular edition books. So add on an extra 10 pages, for art and little extras and director's commentaries and all that shit. So it brings it up to 48 pages. It only made sense at that point to just take it square bound. And so make them a little bit more prestige. And so that'll be really cool. And I am toying right now with a metal cover. I've never done a metal cover before, but I'm really toying with the metal cover for this issue too. It'll be a limited, like 10 units or something like that. And then the last book we have coming up is Crit versus Caspian Porter meets versus Celestial Knight versus Caspian Porter, which is a crossover between Dennis Valencia and Drew Lenhart's character. And it is going to be coming out June 21st. So that is going to be a lot of fun as well. That is Caspian Porter's kind of a bumbling delivery boy when he meets up with the Celestial Knight, who's like our cape. He's our superhero. He's our big dog. You like that with all the power. And so that's going to be a really fun story when those two kick off. One last thing I want to say about all these. Do y'all remember the Image Comics when they did Image Zero and you had to get the coupons out the back of the book and then you would mail those in and you get a new comic, you get the comic? We're doing the same thing. Okay. Each book you back, you're going to get a coupon in the back of the book. Okay. You put the 3-digit code on the coupon from the coupon. You get all 3 coupons back in each of the books. And then what ends up happening is you can go ahead and you can buy the Homebrewed Zero off of our website.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, it'll be all original content.
I gotta interrupt you for a sec. We've got another special guest here.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up anyway. I've been babbling.
Please, I want to hear more about it. And by the way, I hit notify me on launch for all of that.
Thank you.
This is one of the things I love about this community is that we back each other's work, we support each other, we hype each other. There's no competition. It's all about raising everybody's banners. And somebody who does that so well is my friend, Michael Gracia. Hello, Michael. Michael is popping in. He's got his own show to do tonight. He's going to abandon it and stay on with us tonight. Did I get that right?
Yeah, I got about good 15, 20 minutes before I have to be gone.
Well, so Michael Gracia has a show called Get in Tune, which we typically drop our exclusives and pants on. And he's terrific. Michael, I'd like you to meet Brandon Blocksdorf. And
hi Dan. I'm actually familiar with Brandon's videos.
Oh, okay.
I watch them.
Thank you.
OnlyFans, right?
There you go.
Yes,
He's a
big
subscriber
here. and Dan, I have heard your name so many times from Christian and James. I feel like I'm already familiar with your work. And I think I might follow you on social media already.
Yeah, your name is real familiar too. I think we've interacted online at some point. So
possibly,
good to meet you for sure.
Nice to meet you guys.
Absolutely.
Michael does these great interviews with a lot of upcoming creators, and he's really dedicated to getting people's work out there. And he is an incredible cartoonist, artist himself. He's got a series called The Wiz, which you better get the 2024 collection together if I want it. Actually, you guys were just talking about Dungeons and Dragons. You showing off your shaved head, Michael? What's happening?
I'm sorry, I was trying to pull out the complete 2023 collection.
Oh, there we go. All right.
Thanks. But
It is freshly shaved. The head looks
yeah. No, it's not actually. Today, if you watch my Instagram story, I noticed there's a little hair like right over here. I missed.
Hey, if it's the only one growing, don't lose it. Let's actually, Brandon, am I right? No, Dan. Sorry, we just got a ton of information. Dan, you were just talking about that D&D inspired, crit, right?
Yes, sir.
Look at me remembering shit.
You are doing great, buddy.
Woo, Michael.
Yeah, there it is.
Michael had that was awesome.
Yeah,
Michael has a his Wiz character. The 2024 season of it was a extended D&D adventure.
Oh, how cool!
About that a little bit, Michael.
Yeah, no, it was very fun to do. I actually, because of the book and some other projects I'm working on, I had to stop playing D&D. I was playing like every other Saturday night, and but I love D&D, tabletop role playing games in general, and I decided to put the Wiz on an adventure. So the whole after the first month where I did a couple of strips, they just went off on an adventure, and it was the whole year. And the reason it's taken a little long for the collection to come out is right now I'm drawing strips about the party. So like there's the characters in the party that just kind of joined. I kind of made them up for the strip. So no one knows anything really about them except what I've said in the strip. So I wanted to get an adventure of, there's like, I think 4 or 5 extra characters. So I'm doing like 10 strips per character.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks. So,
I love that. Dude, that's so cool. We got to connect. I got to jump on your show sometime. That'd be great.
yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You guys would have a great time. Yeah, Michael does some really cool stuff. So Michael, and those of you who follow this show religiously, and I know there are thousands of you out there, have heard this story before. But Mike, there's my entry into comics has to do with Michael Gracia and James Lyne's theft. It's one of my favorite stories ever. Michael Gracia got me into writing comics. I'm a lifelong comic fan, but I wanted to draw comics, and I suck so bad it's not even funny. I make stick figures screwed up. It's unbelievable. And the guys, I always throw the middle line too long, and then the legs up too high, so it always looks like they're naked. Terrible.
Fantastic Ninja Turtles.
But I can draw a perfect Ninja Turtle. That's right. So I started writing fiction and screenplays and all that. And one day Michael was like, do you ever write a comic? And I'm like, why did I never think of it? When I discovered I couldn't draw, I was so crestful, and I sort of backed out. So he got me writing comics. And then one day I had an idea for my own comic. And I just started busting it out, and I needed an artist. And I showed it to Michael so that he could guide me in some way. And James stole it off his desk. Stole the script off his desk. He beat him severely. No. The next thing I knew, James had drawn the first comic panel of an original idea of mine I'd ever seen. And partnership, friendship was born. And that's how Fugitive Poems started. So I am endlessly indebted to Michael for getting me into comics and leaving shit unattended on his desk. So this is
I love that, dude. That's so sick.
That's a great story.
That's super crazy because, like, in a way, it's kind of funny because Crit, Chris, and I mean these guys, Dan Price, like I met these dudes all before I was making comics. So the Baltimore Comic-Con that changed my life, where I was really inspired to start making comics, and when I met Dan, and I got Crit because he introduced me to him because they were tabling next to each other, and that's also when I met Dan Hills of Comics Wellspring.
That was
started
that
talking.
year. That
was that year. Yeah, like I met all you guys at once, and like that's when we started thinking about doing a podcast with CWS and how I got involved, and like where I started to I got my in and kind of started to take off from there. and that was all because of like a giant circle. So it's funny how that's kind of connected dots. It's a good theme for this episode as you're launching a campaign, and now we're all launching campaigns in the midst of stuff of pre-launches and ending and about to start and in the midst of. Yeah, wow, dude, insane.
Yeah, but that again, that's so much of this business. There we go. Steve Yamin is here. Best crew ever. Thank you. Steve Yamin is a member of our board. He's a business manager. He is one of the coolest dudes that we have ever met, and he has provided what James, Mark, and I don't have. Actually, let's say James and I, because Mark actually has some, and that's business acumen. And he has really been guiding us to. We formed a board and the whole 9 yards, the executive board. We're as James said when this happened, we're going legit, which is only so far because there's a 2-page orgy in Blood Valkyrie in Vegas. 2-page spread orgy. I can't even
so
go.
legit. ORGY, baby. You know.
Mark, what'd you say?
I said we're like the Corleones. We keep saying we're going to go legit, but it never happens.
It's amazing.
5 years, the Fugitive Poems will be legitimate. That was 10 years ago, Michael. You know?
There you go.
I feel like that meme where it's just like, we're doing this, and I'm like, you guys have a board? Like, fuck, man. I'm left out of that. Like,
It's an ironing board, but I think it counts. Hey, James, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
This is the first non-anthology that we put out that the interiors aren't your work. You did the cover for it, though. So what was the experience of doing the cover based on someone else's, Alex Zapata, who blew my fucking mind with the art on this? Alex decided, I had like 60, 70 demons in here, and I wrote in the script because I don't want to be a dick. I was like, feel free to make all the demons look the same. I don't want to drive you nuts. Nope. He's got 60, 70 demons in this book, and they each are individual. And I mean different. I mean totally different from each other. He outdid himself. It's amazing. He created the look of the Blood Valkyrie, and I want to talk a little bit about her origins in a little bit. But we got James to do the cover. So, James, what was that experience like doing the cover for someone else's character?
So it was pretty cool. I really like having to not think about how the character developed and all of that stuff, just kind of take what Alex did, and usually the covers are all kind of next level. So I tried to put a bit of my own style in there and just a lot of detail. You do see a lot of the Blood Valkyrie in the story, but I just tried to make it that extra special detailed cover. But it was really cool. I'm a big fan of Alex Zapata. He did a great short story for us in one of our containment breaches that I was blown away by. Not only was the artwork cool, but it was like a Conan-esque sort of thing, which I'm a huge fan of. So I've really been a fan of his work. So it was really kind of an honor to take, your character, but the one that Alex interpreted into his style, and then bring it in, put some of my twist on it.
So Dan and Brandon and Mike, you guys are also artists and so into this world. What do you think? I mean, this is some cover, isn't it?
dude, yeah, it's Spawn vibes. You know what I mean? Where you kind of think about stuff like that in those early days. Yeah, man, it's a lot of fun. That's what I got from it. That's so sick.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, Dan.
You're muted, Dan. Dan, you're muted.
I love the hand expressions, though. You just got to look at those and you'll see how much.
I'm like, go ahead. Just go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
We hear you now.
What were you going to say, Dan?
Oh, okay. No, it's just gorgeous, and I love the color. I love the color work on it. Yeah, I get the Spawn vibes totally. And the colors. Do y'all remember when what was his name? Dave Lapham was working on Warriors of Plasm. The colors on that from Defiant Comics many years ago. Just the kind of the soft tones, soft painting and that kind of thing on there. I really enjoy it. I think it's really cool. Well done.
So
Thank you.
we were talking about this recently, and James was talking about, and this is the word I can't get out of my head now every time I look at the cover, having to figure out the foreshortening. Is that the right word, James?
Yep.
Of
Yeah.
the arm. And now every time I look at this cover, all I think is foreshortening.
Yeah,
It works great.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about this on the show last week, and I mentioned the arm was like something I couldn't stop staring at. I just love how he got the arm in that, and that was like the first thing I saw when I went to it. How, you know, how great the arm is, with the sword coming down at you.
It's a good angle.
Yeah, it's fantastic. But I love everything. I also love when you show an interior. I don't know, was it an interior page on here of the character, and then like I like the difference in interpretation of James's in his style, and you know, with James and you guys saying Spawn, which I see too. James's work does remind me of kind of like old school Image when he does stuff, but mixed with and maybe it's because I know James and his work, but mixed with like heavy rock and roll, you know, like, you know, that heavy metal vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte had too much.
I
What,
put
Mark?
everything I had into that cover. So I keep trying to outdo myself with my covers, each one, again and again. And this is right up my alley as far as subject matter. I had never done like the big sword sort of thing. I was never a big fan of that, but he's got not quite the giant anime sword, but he's got a big oversized sword. So
It's like a broadsword, right?
yeah, sort of. So he didn't have a lot of detail on it, so I tried to make it like a Bronze Age sort of sword with maybe like a gladius shape, but also that big oversize. And I tried to make it really look like her arm was holding that much weight, that much of the weight in the air. That
Nice.
the pose. I think I said I spent about 20 hours on the cover, but I spent more time than that trying to figure out the pose of it, particularly the sword. I had started off thinking that she had halberd sort of designs. Actually, if you look, the other character has a halberd sort of thing. And for some reason, when I looked at it quickly, I thought that was the Blood Valkyrie's weapon. So I initially was drawing with that because that's easier, because it's a two-handed weapon. It's I guess it's probably the oldest thing in the comic book world to have a sword in your hand, but I don't do a lot of sword work pictures, so it was kind of cool to figure all that out. And I'm a real stickler for realism. I want to make it really look like she's holding it, and that she's flying around and battling. I had a lot of fun with the wings as well, the bat wings.
Oh yeah.
The bat wings look amazing. Sorry, Dan. Or Brandon.
Actually, Christian, I need to get out and I need to go ahead and run. I do apologize.
No,
but,
thank you.
Dude, fantastic work, y'all. I backed it already. Congratulations on hitting your halfway mark. And can't wait to read it, guys. Thank you for the time too, for letting me hang out with you guys for a while.
Yeah, it's a blitzkrieg. It's awesome.
When Bigfoot comes out, or when it's about, whenever you want, we will do a show just for you and Case,
awesome.
And have you on, and absolutely would love that. I am a fan, dude, and not only is Dan an incredible creator, he's such a nice guy, dude. And thank you so much for being on tonight. Thank you,
man. Thanks so much. And listen, I would just want to say, May 14th is our Instagram. Is our Kickstarter launch date. 7 p.m. We're going to do a live launch party on Instagram. Christian, please come on that night and talk about the campaign. All right, talk about what you guys got going on here, please. Okay, and I'll send you information about that. Brandon, you'll be on there too, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yep.
cool.
If I get to hang with you guys again, absolutely.
Absolutely. Listen, it was a pleasure meeting all you guys. You have a great evening, okay?
Thank you, Dan. Have a nice night. Thank you for jumping on and celebrating.
All right,
See you later, man.
Got it.
Mark, I've got a
Actually,
really important.
I gotta
I'm
jump
sorry?
out myself.
You-
Myself. Girlfriend's waiting for dinner. I just want to come in and say hi, and I love you guys.
You got to
Support
feed your
guys for a bit.
girlfriend,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
they turn
yeah,
into
we gotta-
gremlins. You got to feed the girlfriend, or they turn into gremlins.
Yes, yeah. They're straight up though. Yeah, I'm just trying to the down low.
Brandon,
But
thank
yes,
you,
yeah.
man. So glad that you were here, and thank you for interviewing me.
Of course.
If I can get on yours again,
Yes.
this
Let's
will of
just.
course
Well,
be
I'm
printed
gonna
by
be doing
Comic
a
Illustrated.
live. Oh, thank you. Always. We're gonna do a live once we do the campaign as well. So I'll give you details. Like if you guys could come on, I'll be doing a bunch of lives that month. So if you guys want to hop on any of the live showings that I do, please come on, come talk. Let's promote each other's books. I'm gonna be promoting as many campaigns during May as possible while we run ours. So I want to try to give back to the community as they give back to us. So I'm gonna be talking a lot in May. Everyone will see me. So
All
anything
right.
we can work out, more than down. Michael,
We're here.
especially we haven't
Yeah.
talked before. I would love
Yeah.
to. Let's do it. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, we're
and I have a lot
connected
to
now on
talk about.
Instagram, so we
Yeah.
will we'll reach. I'll reach out.
Christian knows I have a lot to talk about. Apparently, so
I'm good. My
So Brandon, we got. Oh, sorry, Michael. I apologize.
I was going to say my show never does the 1 hour time limit that I say. We're always, with these guys, hour and a half, hour 45 minutes. I did almost a 4-hour show with another friend of mine. D&D was the topic. It was.
Well, that's why.
Yeah, it was a hard show to continue with. It was like we got to stop because it's after midnight and people need to go to the bathroom here. But so,
vibes, dude. Yeah, no, please. Anything we could do, I'm so down for it. And thank you guys for always supporting Apollo. It means the world to me. We have so many new books. Kick Out the Jams is out. The broadcast dialogues. Me and Jeremy John Hansen. The remainders. And like I said, panels launches May 1st. Hyperforce #2 is live right now. We got about 50 hours left. Thank you so much for pledging, Christian. We appreciate it so much. And I can't wait to talk to you guys more this month. So you won't. It's good we stop it now. You'll be sick of me.
Brandon, you're
in
a
4
rock
weeks.
star. You make it, we'll back it. And thank you for being so awesome and coming on, man. Go feed that
Awesome.
girlfriend.
Thank you guys so much. You have a great
All
one.
Good to see
see
you.
you later. And with that, I should probably take my exit.
Well, no, wait, hold on. What time
Okay.
you got? I got one last question for you.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
You've seen the Blood Valkyrie, right? James
I-
and Mark, I want to hear your thoughts on this too. You've seen the Blood Valkyrie. You've
Mhm.
seen what she can do and what she looks like. You're taking her out on a date. Where do you take her, Michael?
Oh, God. Oh man, I wouldn't have a clue.
I got the perfect answer for that.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
I take her to an MMA match.
That's good. I was going to say
Bloody
biker bar, but
Oh, that's a good one.
Red Lobster. Fit right in.
Mark, there I am. I'm with you there. Hey, Michael, thank you so much for joining in tonight.
oh yeah, no, I'm happy. I wish I could have came earlier, but like he just left for dinner. I was eating dinner. So
You can eat, dude. I'm Italian. You can eat on the show. We'll talk about it.
It was messy. Salad, pizza, Zeppelis, the whole thing.
Oh my God!
Heard it here first. Let's do.
But yeah, no. Listen, I want to say it looks great. I already backed it today. As soon as I saw the email, I was like, click, go, and back. And so yeah, I'm excited to get a copy. Actually, my tier that I backed was both that and River, so I'm excited to get both of them.
Excellent.
And can't wait to read them. And you guys, like I always say, you do an awesome job. You inspire me and other creators to keep creating. So thank you for what you do, and just keep on doing great things.
Thank you so much, dude. That means the world, and thank you for popping on tonight. Michael's got his own show tonight at 9. Who are you talking to tonight?
I am talking to Jamar Nichols. You might actually know his books because your son. He has a really kid-friendly book called Leon, and it's Leon the Extraordinary, and then I think it's called his second book is either The Worst Friends Ever or The Worst Day Ever, something like that. I'll ask him about it. But
the only Leon I acknowledge is Leon the Professional. I'm saying if Natalie Portman's not involved,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. No, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's great. It's about a kid who's in a superhero world, but he doesn't have superpowers. like,
Okay.
but everyone else does. And how does he stand out? So
That sounds terrific.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ryan Santos of Dirty Living. Congrats on the
Oh,
launch. Thank you.
right.
And then we also have here awesome panel guys, Eric Ulrich, Eric the Viking, and we've got Jonathan Chiotis here. Hey, Michael, you rock.
Yes.
Have a killer
Thank you.
show. Thank you for coming on. You mean the world to us.
I appreciate it, and thanks for everything you guys do. All right. Congratulations, guys.
Good night, my friend.
Good night. Bye.
Now we may have one more guest popping on. I'm not going to say who it is, just in case he can't make it. But I've been texting with one more person. Luke Henderson. So many beards. What did I walk into? That's right. Well, that's right. There was not one clean-shaven person on tonight. Luke Henderson. Luke, why don't you put in the chat the project you got coming out? Because I believe you have a new one coming out. Luke does some great stuff. Mark, you've worked with Luke. What have you worked with Luke on?
Yeah, Crit 1, Crit 2. Yeah, I wasn't in the third one, probably because I bungled something and missed a date. But yeah, a lot of fun. Great guy to work with, and yeah, he needs to promote it. It's every book I'm seeing, like, it's just getting better and better. I love it.
Luke is terrific. Hey, so I didn't want to say it, but he's here, ladies and gentlemen. The great, the amazing, all kidding aside, one of the most fucking talented people I've ever met, Jay fucking Chic. And people don't know, but fucking
and one of the sweatiest.
Middle name.
What's
Sorry,
up,
Jay,
man?
how are you?
Huh?
How are you?
I'm all right. Yourself?
Doing great. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Dude, this is terrific. We're having our launch party, and it wouldn't be a party without you. We got Blood Valkyrie in Vegas is out today, and I'll show it again. And here it is. James did the cover. Let me get up to the top here. We are past 50% funded, and
Congrats. That is awesome.
Yeah. Oh man, look, Alex Zapata. I can't say his name enough. Alex Zapata did the interiors for this book, and they are just amazing. I've got friends, I've got family, I've got people that I know in the industry, and people we've never met popping on this Kickstarter because the art is so incredible. And then we were lucky enough to have James do the cover. So, folks, if you're on right now, we got some crazy rewards. You can get it digital. You can get it physical. I'm a physical guy myself. Let's get physical. You can get it with River issue 1. You can get one of our crazy bottle openers, which I already actually used 15 times already today. I don't know if you can tell. We've got retail.
I never go anywhere without mine.
It's a set.
Yeah. Represent.
So, yeah, I love it. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, Jay Chic, I was lucky enough to work with Jay Chic on a comic in Containment Breach 3, I'm sorry. Containment Breach 3, called The Yankovic Theorem, which he got. He just, because my shit's out there, and Jay just got it, and he took my idea of a manic chicken dragon and made it into a giant marauding chicken, which I literally today I was showing a student of mine. You got to see this giant marauding chicken. Jay, how are you, man? How's it going?
Doing all right. Just keeping busy as usual. Yeah.
You are like the hardest working man in comics, dude.
I definitely used to be, at least. And I had a second kid. Now it's kind of hard. But
and then she's beautiful. She's absolutely beautiful, dude.
Thank you.
Congrats.
So tell me, you're working on One True Love, or is that completed?
I'm kind of coming down to the last 15-20% on that one. Very close to done. And
that's with Mario Candelaria.
Yep. Yeah,
Mario,
he's got
your name right?
we've got a sequel waiting in the wings right now on that one that he's kind of outlining and writing. And then I've been negotiating on a couple of more historical-based projects, kind of call it a hybrid between like comics and museum kind of work. But neither is necessarily in the completely negotiated yet, but getting there.
Oh, there we got the giant marauding chicken.
There it is. That was so much fun to draw. Like everything I loved about Weird Science, the Goonies. We talked about the peanut butter solution.
Yes.
It's the spirit of that was very much alive in that story. I loved every second of it.
I cannot
What's
tell
particularly
you.
cool. What's particularly cool to me is Jay Sheik got to draw one of my characters from a ancillary story.
That's right. Which we
Oh,
haven't
yeah.
released yet.
Narcello.
Right. In the the kitchen scene.
Yeah, Narcello.
We haven't published that yet, have we?
We have not published that yet.
We got to send a copy to Jay.
Jay, I can't wait for you to see it because you get to see this character you drew done by James.
Yes.
One True Love looks so beautiful to me.
Well,
But you always have a million projects going on. You did Old Devils recently?
Yep. Yeah, that's that should be coming around in the mail to backers as we speak.
And do you have any
Haven't
new ones coming to Kickstarter?
On Kickstarter, nothing that there might be a horror thing coming soon. I'm still that's another one that's kind of in the it's kind of materializing, I guess. And that would be to do with J. Michael Donahue. I did Together Forever with him last year.
Oh,
and I think he's still.
So if you're not familiar, folks, go to Kickstarter, look up Family Matters, not the TV show. And it's part of the Addison Grove series. Graveyard Shift was the first one, and that's Michael J. Donahue. We just I just backed Family Matters either yesterday or today. I don't recall. I have Graveyard Shift, and it's freaking beautiful. And the idea of you working with him is really, really cool.
Yeah, he was one of the first people I worked with when I started going kind of professional work. He and I did a bunch of stuff for Hyper Epics, the webcomic site. And then the Together Forever one shot that we did last year was a full length extension of a 3-page story that we had done back in 2019, I think.
That's awesome, man.
That was fun.
Hey, can you tell us a bit more about? I was intrigued by Comic Book Meets Museum project. What are you doing for that?
Well, it's been kind of a interesting thing. I've had a couple of projects fall in my lap. A couple of years ago, I did some exhibit work for Revolutionary Spaces in Boston. They're doing an exhibit called Impassioned Destruction. And it was historical instances of property damage in the first couple hundred years of American history. So it kind of kicks off with the events like the Boston Tea Party and some of the events leading up to it. Then they got the Reading Railroad Massacre in there, the Gulf Tower bombing in Pittsburgh. And I did about 15 mural-sized illustrations for it, in very much in a comic book style, but they were printed on a large scale. And as far as I know, it's still on exhibit there in Boston. And then that led just kind of via word of mouth. I did a couple more kind of Revolutionary War era pieces for the Weston Historical Society of Weston, Massachusetts that I just finished back in February for a little kind of some kind of a print thing they were doing in a corresponding video. And then that's leading to another one. I don't have any details to share, or I would, other than it might involve some ships for another firm out of Manhattan. And then another one actually kind of cropped up in the town out of Southern California where I used to live, doing something kind of centered around a historical incident from the Mexican-American War.
Wow, really cool.
So
What's
Jay,
that museum again up in Boston? That
Revolutionary Spaces.
I'm gonna have to go check that out. I'm only about an hour and a half from Boston.
Okay.
Hey, Jay, what's your preferred social media handle?
I usually just use Wikipedia for everything, just to keep it simple.
And it's Chicopedia, right?
Chicapedia.
A.
Yeah, my last name, Apedia.
Got it. See if I got that right. There we go. Is that right?
That's it. Yep.
There we go, folks. Go on Instagram, and he's on X as well. Go on Instagram. Check out Jay Sheik's work. Jay did a one of my favorite things, and I love tarot. Jay did a tarot card set for the Sandman, which was unbelievable. And Jay's work is non-stop, constantly putting out new stuff. And the man could sneeze on a piece of paper and have a beautiful sketch. I truly believe that, dude. I am such a fucking fan of yours, man.
Oh, thank you. I turned some soy sauce stains into a drawing once at a sushi restaurant.
I believe it.
I saw a duck, so I drew it.
So the question tonight, you've seen the Blood Valkyrie. She's beautifully terrifying. If you were going to take her out to dinner, where would you take her?
Oh, man. First place that comes to mind, there's this little restaurant in Sunnyvale, California called Rock Bistro. Okay. And they serve you a raw hunk of meat and a very hot rock for you to cook it yourself. That way, if she's in a bloodthirsty kind of mood, she could just devour it raw and hold the rock. I don't want to upset her.
Say this is beautiful. I had a perfect answer. I'm going to show the video real quick for Blood Valkyrie in video in Vegas. I am so proud of this. It's not great, but it's the first video that I ever made aside from the intro to the show. And I'd love your thoughts on the feeling of the comic.
I'd love to see it.
Let me pop on here. Oh, wait. You guys got to tell me if you can hear it when it starts. So let me. Can you hear it?
No.
Nope.
James, is there no sound?
No sound.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What do I have to do? Let's stop sharing.
You don't get to make fun of me anymore.
I will never stop making fun of you. This is small. To share audio, share a tab or screen instead. All right, we're not going to worry about the sound because that sounds complicated. So here we go.
Rated M for keep your kids the hell away from this.
We can improvise.
Nice.
Sorry.
Well, now it's not doing anything.
What the hell were you doing there?
Well, all right.
That's a white boy beatbox.
Yeah, so nothing is showing. I got to figure out. All right, so we won't worry about that. Right? Oh, it is showing. Can you guys see it?
I can. Yeah.
I can see Jay getting.
All right, well, forget it. We're gonna abandon ship on that one.
It's not full screen, but it's there.
Well, we're at $794. We're $6 away from $800. We're just over 50%. We've got 30 backers and 29 days to go. This went live at 9:55 a.m. today. Why at 9:55 a.m., you ask? Because it was supposed to go live at 10, and I got really nervous and scared it wasn't going to work because that's what I do. And even on the medication I'm on, the anxiety is still through the roof. So that's why. But we've got this incredible comic. Did you get a chance, Jay, to look at these interiors?
Not up close yet. I mean, what I'm seeing here, I looked at the campaign a little bit before it. It was yesterday. I was looking at the pre-launch page.
This is Alex Zapata is the artist. Tom Lynett is the letterer, and Doug Wood did the flatting. Actually, yes, we see, but we don't hear. Yeah, Steve. Apparently, I haven't mastered this whole thing. I'll sing next time. I'll sing the background. If you go to the Kickstarter, type in Fugitive Poems. You'll see Blood Valkyrie in Vegas pop right up, and you can watch a video there. But yeah, Alex Zapata is an incredible artist. And this last panel here, I had to make the image of the campaign because I think that's one of the most amazing shots I've ever seen. Just buried in demons.
That is
absolutely
awesome.
Incredible. So this girl goes to a party. She's a Vegas showgirl. She goes to this party that she thinks is going to be just a bigwig kind of penthouse party in the 70s. So I figure she's probably expecting a little cocaine, a little wildness. It turns into a demon blood orgy because they want her soul. And she's got to try to survive. And that's when the Blood Valkyrie shows up. This is violent grindhouse. You can see where I had to censor things here.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah, he has just an enormous dong.
Yeah, he actually does need that big of a block.
Yeah, that's not an accident at all. And it's funny because later on when he gets scared, it shrinks. Alex Zapata is a master of detail.
Kudos.
You had made that combination of Valkyrie and Grindhouse, like Norse mythology meets some kind of like a Vegas-based like horror crime kind of story. I'm there for that.
That's exactly what it is. So let me tell you a little bit about where this came from. Brian Hernandez was an artist I worked on with. So you know the Comic Jam, Jay. I believe you're actually a member of the Comic Jam. Discord. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And
on Discord.
The theme. Yeah. So every week there's a new theme, and Casey, who I was hoping would join us tonight, Casey did this Wheel of Death thing where he combined two different genre things, and whatever two lined up, you had to do. And I got Norse Western.
Oh,
and I got
man.
this idea for a guy that was killed unjustly, and the Blood Valkyrie shows up not to bring him to heaven, but to resurrect him in this horrendous form to get his revenge. And we did a one-pager. I couldn't get her out of my head. And then I got this idea about a showgirl in Vegas going to a party. And what if that party just went satanically, demonically wrong?
More than usual.
More than you would want. More than
yeah.
I mean, there's a
Lansky hot tub party.
Right. There's a level of expectation.
Well, maybe not that far.
More than just a cocaine nosebleed.
This whole comic is a cocaine nosebleed, and I'm really proud of that. So yeah, that's where this came from. Folks, pop on Kickstarter, Blood Valkyrie in Vegas or Fugitive Poems, either one, it'll pop right up. Mark?
And guys, 50% is great, but 50% won't get it published. We need your support, please.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's not just a matter of, satisfying your bloodlust. Stop lying. You know you want to see it. And giant dongs and demons. And all kinds of horrible happening.
Orgy.
You know you want it. Go get it and support the community. Okay. You know, I mean, you saw we have great people like Jay here coming on the show. We all support each other. We're all trying to save industry that we loved and grew up with that has gone so commercially ridiculous that nobody, I mean, I'm not even going to get into that. Let me digress for a moment and just focus on the point, which is that we need your support. And for this and for all the other projects, we got amazing things on the horizon, great stuff coming, and help us keep the train running, please.
Yeah, we got James and I are working on Stripper Clip Sally, which Mark is editing. We've got River Part 2 coming. And I can't even tell you what else we got in the pipeline. I got a couple of things out with certain artists right now to see who's interested. I got a 5-part graphic novel that I am very excited about and will probably be coming out. We got the subscription service with Dirty Living. We're working. We're trying to put out the comics that people would like. And that's one of the things I love about Jay. Jay, your art style and your storytelling style. In fact, you've got fans here. Luke Henderson asked if Jay had more Hush Ronin coming. Jay put out 2 issues of Hush Ronin with a band of bards, of friends of ours, also New Yorkers. They're upstate. We're down in the James in Connecticut, but I'm in New York. But Jay, what's going on with Hush Ronin?
I have the 3rd issue. I'll say it's completely written, and I've got, I'd say, quarter to third of it drawn. It's been a tougher one because that's one of those where it's been very much a labor of love. In terms of I hate to say it's about the money, but sometimes it comes down to that, where the money I've made from Hush Ronin wouldn't really buy a week's worth of groceries. But and some of the other, it's typically more profitable to draw somebody else's comics than it is to draw your own. That said, I've not given up on it. I am still working on it. It's just been trying to keep it as an active part of the pipeline has been tricky for the I'd say the last couple months, but it's been longer than that, unfortunately, and it's gone way longer than I expected it to.
Well, let me tell you something really cool about Hush Ronin. Either of those issues, like after the apocalypse, when we're all in Cormac McCarthy's The Road, if you happen to find any issue,
Love that book.
Me too. If you happen to find any issue of Hush Ronin, on its own, each issue is a journey of unbelievable art and deep story. I can't tell you how honored I was to get a guest editor credit on those books, because all I did was read them and say, "So, Jay, holy shit." That was pretty much my primary response to them.
You helped a ton, though. There's that was a big part of it for me. It was not a ton of editorial oversight, particularly on the art, but like when it came down to dialogue, there were some moments where I was about to walk out there with my pants down, and you absolutely saved me from that embarrassment.
Sometimes that works.
True. Yeah.
Well, that's what Blood Valkyrie in Vegas is. It's an entirely pants down comic.
You got me on the Mormons no contact list, but
oh, trust me, the Mormons want contact with me.
A friend of mine did that once. He there were some Mormons going around his apartment complex, so he saw them through the window, took off all of his clothes, like spattered himself with baby powder, and then when they knocked on the door, he opened it and just like acting coked out. I was like, "No, it's not a good time, man."
That kind of guy.
That's awesome.
I've got Jehovah's Witnesses that visit me regularly. Maybe I'll try that.
Oh man,
I tried it once and they came in.
oh no!
You got more? You got more?
You can go the other way. Be careful.
The Mormons are really pleasant people. The J-Dubs are the ones that can get like they'll browbeat you.
So one day, I respect anybody who will take their only day of rest, try and bring people into the fold. As far as I'm concerned, the less people are getting to having, the better chance I've got. I'm really impressed with these people.
That won't save you.
Ah, damn it. So I actually invited them in.
Blood Valkyrie in Vegas, Christian. You're not going to heaven.
So I actually invited them in. We sit down, we have tea, and my wife, who is a scientist, they're explaining that life is like when you blow out a match, it disappears forever. And my wife is like pulling out science. She's like, energy can neither be created nor destroyed, so it had to go somewhere. And they're like, what? No, you blow out the match and it goes away. She's like, right, but that energy went somewhere. Where did it go? Like, no, nowhere, because it's over. She's like, no. And Heather, my wife, just destroyed them for like 30 minutes. I felt so bad trying to encourage them. Could not handle the lacking science. Jay, you've got some really cool stuff coming out, and you've been an incredible supporter of ours, and we love supporting you. And I thank you so much for coming on tonight and being a part of this. And more than anything, I missed seeing you. We actually haven't talked in a little bit because you've been crazy.
It's been a while. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
it's been
Jay,
a pleasure.
Not only are you one of my favorite artists, but you're one of my favorite people. I've gotten the beauty. Thank you. The beauty of meeting all these incredible people in this industry. All of us who, like Mark said, are keeping comics alive. Someone the other day, actually, my buddy Dave Katz, wrote back to something I wrote. Thank you for keeping DIY comics alive. And I felt really weird about it for a minute. And I took the credit. I said, you know what? I'm just one. James and Mark and I were just one of many doing that. But I will take it because we are doing it. And Jay, you're doing it too. You're putting out shit that no one else would put out. You're making it's not just capes. You're putting out this beautiful noir stuff. You're putting out this rockin' historical stuff. And I think that the comics comics can do so much, and it's up to us to show that. And I'm
Thank you.
inspired every time I see you doing it. So I thank you for joining us.
And likewise, like I completely agree with what was said. You know, it's you can't really lift yourself up by your own bootstraps, but if you can help lift somebody else up by their bootstraps, maybe they'll help you lift you by yours, and we all get up one way or the other.
Here. And that's what we're going for. So Jay, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I hope I'll talk to you again soon. Congratulations on your beautiful new child. And
Thank you.
And your beautiful ritual child.
Congratulations on your amazing first day. Hopefully day 2's even better.
Thank you. Yeah, anywhere you can hype it, we'd be grateful. We're looking to close this puppy out. So yeah, Jay, you rock, and we'll talk to you soon, my friend. And I think we're going to wrap up for tonight in general. Jay Sheik has been with us. Brandon Blocksdorf was with us. Dan Price was with us. My friend Casey Allen was not able to make it, and I'm going to give him hell about
Leave
that.
him alone, Jesus.
But I love him. I'm going to give him hell about it. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. One last time, let me show you my comic. You didn't know what I was going to say for a minute there. Excuse me while I whip this out. Here we have Blood Valkyrie in Vegas. Folks, you're going to want to back it. We're only $6 away from 800. Maybe you could be that person. And we are at the halfway point. We want to get to the full way point. This is a comic that is not safe for work. It is a 2-page orgy in it. It has slaughter in it. It has blood. You know what I wanted more than anything? I wanted the soundtrack for the video to be Iron Maiden's Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. It would have been absolutely perfect. So what I want you to do is I want you to watch the video while listening to Iron Maiden's Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter. And it'll be absolutely perfect. What?
That way we don't get sued.
That way we don't get sued. Folks, the interiors on this are absolutely amazing. It is wild. It is bloody. It is violent. It is gory. And it is sexy. It is Grindhouse at its best. Plenty of chicks, James. Plenty of chicks in here.
Where? I haven't seen one.
Oh, I thought you meant in the comic. Oh, my buddy Bruno is here. Bruno, tuning in for the end right here. My buddy Bruno Duarte, who doesn't even know it yet, but our next short comic to be released, the main character is named in honor of him. And he hasn't even seen it yet. This is my buddy Bruno, who I love dearly. So, folks, we got some big stuff coming, and maybe, just maybe, I can convince Jay to work with me one more time because I got some other crazy stuff going on.
Oh, you bet.
And so that'd be awesome. And we got the genuine issue, James Lyons right here. My brother, my partner, my brother Mark Capitelli, who I love so much and have known since 4th grade, and his mental illness is so bad that he has not jettisoned me. 4th grade. I turned 48 tomorrow, and this SOB has been with me for 98% of the ride.
I need help.
Blink twice if this friendship is toxic. I got, you know, I put out a post the other day about how grateful I am. And James, you never checked Twitter, so you don't know. But you were centrally a fixture in that, how grateful I was for making this happen. Because we are Fugitive Poems, and we make comics, and we get to know people like Jay. And this is amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, go to Kickstarter. Type in Fugitive Poems. Type in Blood Valkyrie in Vegas, whichever you want. It'll pop right up. Back this book. Sonia Kinsey is here. I was about to wind up, but Sonia is here. Sonia is an unbelievable artist. No one can draw a horse like Sonia. Oh, my goodness. She could draw absolutely anything. We worked together years ago on a comic, and she just absolutely blew me out of the water. Sonia, thank you. Thank you. Is
that
Mark locked in a basement? Yes. James, were you going to say something?
Hold on, literally, or
Is Sonia a comic jammer?
Sonia is a comic jammer.
Cool.
An incredibly, incredibly talented artist who blows me away every time. So, folks, Kickstarter, Fugitive Poems, Blood Valkyrie in Vegas. Back it, support indie comics, and get, as a reward for doing your good deed, get one of the most violent, nudity and sexuality-filled comics that no other comic company would have the lacking shame to put out.
and I gotta say something. It's
Go
not allegorical.
No.
It's not, this isn't like, there's not some big twist moral at the end. It delivers everything you want, nothing you don't. Give us your money, we'll give you blood. That's our new tagline. Give us your money, we'll give you blood and Valkyries and wonderful things, and you can join
Blood and no morals.
Blood, sex,
Pure
sugar,
spectacle.
magic.
I love it.
Yeah.
Blood, sex, sugar, magic.
Welcome to the Grindhouse.
Us! Mark, you did it.
Nice.
See?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are Fugitive Poems. James.
Yeah, get on there, Sonia, and push us over $800.
Yeah. Get on there. We will send you something that would make every member of your family blush, and you'll love every second of it. Folks,
You could be excommunicated.
my mother backed this, and I'm just like,
Oh, boy.
Well, we'll have to make a stand-in comic for your mother.
That or just record the her opening it for the first time.
yeah, oh, that'd be an
That could be our next
amazing
commercial.
video.
When she turns to page 4.
Jay, have you made anything that you were afraid to show people?
Yes. I got a friend in Michigan. I illustrated a children's book for adults with called My Cock and I, about a boy and his pet rooster.
Nice.
So he was pretty insistent that we use pseudonyms for it. So he was Adrian Turner or something like that, and I made up Yves Grundelbundler as my nom de plume with umlauts over both U's. It's on Amazon. You can buy it. It's like $10. And then the same friend had me illustrate a very nude, very morbidly obese African-American man for a BDSM paddle that he had it like laser engraved on. So not the kind of thing I'd show my parents, but true story.
Wait, folks. I was going to end the show, but I'm not going to, because I found it, and we got to share this.
I don't know if I had a copy of it around here somewhere. Of the My Cock and I. I'm sure.
Another marauding chicken.
Yeah. It rhymes. It's got very, very Dr. Seuss kind of rhyme scheme to it.
I want you to notice
that's the
products related to this item. My butt is noisy, hand jobs, massive erections, and respect my cunt.
That's
the people you're hanging out with.
Is there any other publications under Yves Grundelblinker?
No, that's the only one so far.
Oh, you got to work on it.
Yeah.
Well, I know
I like the name
tonight and reading to my children tomorrow.
Oh, I think I still have a Kindle account. I'm gonna have to get that on the Kindle.
Oh, Jay, in this history of doing this episode 10 of The Art Will Not Be Changing, I have never asked a better question, because of what that led to. That is officially, thus far, the high point of my interviewing, because you had that lined up in the chamber.
Yeah.
That and the raw beef comment before.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you were on top of it. Jay, you got to tell us when you got something out there that you want to talk about. You're welcome on our show absolutely anytime.
Well, thank you.
And I call me and we'll talk, because I love talking.
Yeah.
Some of my best conversations have been with Jay. I love talking to Jay. You are a perfect example of what this industry has allowed me to meet. So
Thank you.
thank
Resoundingly likewise.
Insult like that, God.
Mark.
Say, what did he do to you to give him an insult like that with this? Holy God. No, he's talented. What?
All right,
No,
ladies and
you're one of the
gentlemen.
guys bringing it back, Jay. Definitely. You're a linchpin.
Yeah, and 100%. I mean, he is rocking indie comics. He is showing what they can do, and he's putting it out there. He is non-stop putting
100%.
it out there. Yep.
100%.
Go to Band of Bards and get Hush Ronin 1 and 2. You will not regret it. They are so good. He plays with samurai, Japanese mythology, Gilgamesh. I mean, things that you never thought could be combined. It's right after my own heart with messing with mythologies and putting them together. He does it with utmost knowledge and skill. And the books are beautiful and beautifully written.
Thank you.
They are J Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse. You want to do something? You want to do something that's going to shake the pillars of heaven? Quote Jack Burton, get Jay chic and just let him do whatever the fuck he wants. That's my recipe for success right there.
Oh,
And then grab James and I and Mark and let us absolutely trash up the place. Because we will provide
So
the
many
dirty, funky stuff that you want.
So many.
Or we can at least clean the floors or something.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Fugitive Poem Show, beautifully named, thanks to a contributor of ours from a while back. The art will not be changing. This is episode 10, a landmark episode. I'm Christian DiMatteo. That's James Lyons. That's Mark Capitelli. And we've been joined by the great Jay.
It's taking 25 minutes to say goodnight.
I'm Italian. This is what I do.
Yeah,
It's an
it's
Italian
not like
goodbye.
putting my kid to
The
bed,
opposite of
honestly.
an Irish goodbye. We are Fugitive Poems, and we make comics.